This is National Vocations Awareness Week. It began on Sunday and continues through Saturday. And throughout the entire United States, dioceses and religious orders are trying to make awareness of vocations a key focus of what's going on in the church in the United States. We want to make the joy of a religious vocation known, the joy of a vocation to the priesthood, to religious life, to all those different ways of serving the Lord with gladness. You know, a favorite theologian of mine, Frederick Buechner, said this: "A vocation is where my deep gladness and the world's deep hunger meet." I think back to my own days, quite a while ago now, when I started thinking about becoming a brother. And there was, inside of me, I was wrestling with the question of, there must be something more. There's a hunger inside of us for something more, and the realization that it's God alone who satisfies that hunger. I think it's that hunger that impels us towards a vocation, a religious vocation. The very deepest joy is knowing that you've entered into a way of life that draws you ever closer into communion with Christ and with His Blessed Mother. And then because of that communion with Jesus Christ, we have an ever-deepening communion with His followers, with His friends, with His family, namely our fellow brothers and sisters in community, and furthermore, the people to whom we minister. When people are going through important moments in their lives, moments of joy, baptism, wedding, or when they're going through deep trouble, a loved one has passed away, or there are personal problems that they're dealing with, to whom do they turn? Very frequently, they turn to priests and brothers and sisters, hopefully because they recognize in us a heart of compassion. So we're not removed from the world. Oh, it's true, we live in rectories and brothers' communities and sisters' convents. That's quite true. But all of that is to establish a deeper connection with Christ's beloved people. High school students, college students often ask me, well, if I think I have a religious vocation, if I think I'm being called to be a priest or a brother, what do I do next? Share that with someone. Share that with someone who is a priest or a brother or a sister. Don't try to travel the vocation journey alone. We're not meant to be alone. We're meant to be with other people. Remember that story of Samuel in the Old Testament, the call of Samuel? 3 times Samuel heard God's voice calling him. And he was mystified by that. He was confused by that. What do I do? And 3 times he went to the priest Eli. And it was Eli who helped him to understand that it was God calling him. And if you are serious about religious vocation, or even if you're just starting to think about it, in homeroom today, each homeroom has received several copies of Vision Vocation magazine. And this magazine is a wonderful resource. It contains a number of different articles about what to do if you're thinking about religious vocation. And it contains as well little write-ups, descriptions of every religious congregation in the United States and advertisements from them. Our own Marianist ad is on page 124, and our own Marianist write-up is on page 79 of the booklet. But it's a very valuable resource in helping us to understand what a religious vocation is all about.